And I'm gonna make, let's see. So yeah, all things rank and rent, lead generation, how do you sell the leads, all that shit. So that's what everybody wants to know. Main problem everybody always has, it seems like, is, how to sell leads. They can't sell. Let's see here.
I need to close my Facebook. It's blowing up, man.
I'm going to go down here to Fresnel and get my rank and rent list. And then send that out. Just bear with us if you're already here, Matt. Nah. Yeah, a couple other people. So give me 1 second. Rank and rent.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing good, bud. How you doing?
Good. Jason, I just got in on your new class for $23, man.
I'm glad, dude. It's at 33 right now.
That's a deal.
Yeah. What group did you find it in?
I like the escalation thing you guys are doing.
Yeah. Just it's for the
I
crazy
think I just
value,
found it
man.
on your personal because I think I don't know if we're friends on there or what, but I think I found it on your personal page.
Okay. Awesome. Cool, man. Yeah. So that's all going to be about like affiliate stuff. And yeah, we're planning some cool stuff.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
Whoa,
wait till Black
Yeah.
Friday rolls around, Matthew. You're gonna like the special I'm gonna drop.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Wicked.
ready, man. I can't honestly though, man. I can't keep up with you guys. You guys are like the Energizer bunnies of SEO, man. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. I don't know if you guys just don't sleep or what.
Yeah, that's what old Jason told me. He said, "How old are you, William?" I'm like 44. He's like, "You got like double the energy of me, and I'm 20 something." Like I drink energy drinks, and I'm a good woman, and living life.
It's a third world country. Just like gives you more energy, I feel, man.
I believe it. That's for sure. Because I mean, it's like if I go out there right now and I get at least 3 massages a week, I could go type a message and say, "Bring me a coffee, please." And I have a coffee. If I say I'm hungry, they make something, So it makes life a lot easier, not having to stress.
Did you speak to Fresnel about that rank and rent marketplace?
Yeah, I already told him. I said, I talked to him yesterday about your stuff. You're talking about the mock-ups?
Yeah, the mock-ups, and I think it's the marketplace as well, because I've had a lot of guys, especially from here, also reaching out saying that they've got a lot of like ones they'd rather trade or sell quickly to other guys even in the agency. I don't know what the like rules are with that, but
no, I've talked to Fresnel. Anything you need, just let Fresnel know. And he will help you out with his VAs. We're getting started up with the VA agency as well. So
imagine a lot of the guys here have a whole bunch of rank and rents that they just don't have time for.
Yeah, some people, believe it or not, do. I talked to one of my friends. He actually has a couple of GMBs already ranking in the solar niche in Canada, and he's looking to sell the GMBs. I told him I buy up that shit, so I don't play with it. I'll just buy it. You come to me, I'm buying them. Because I'll turn them around and sell them. I'll hold on to them, sell the leads, do whatever I got. So let's see, going through all this. Sorry, you guys can't see me for whatever reason. My camera is not working right now. So, right.
I hope you guys saw that live he just did with Harley.
Yeah, I just did a live with Holly, so if you missed it, go back onto the YouTube channel and watch it. And yes, I will be doing weekly. At least going to do our best weekly. Do this here. We'll try to record. Yeah, that's because that's code.
Hey guys, what's up?
Not much, nonsense. I just had someone asking me, he's like, how can I sell SEO in Spain? I was like, well, I have an agency that already sells SEO in Spain. So it's not, you can't sell. It's a matter of how you're doing it. So, but yeah, he's like, they don't want to pay as much over in Spain. I said, well, their dollar's probably different. The conversion rate's probably different. You might have to change.
I'm sure you can find 10 customers in the whole of Spain.
Yeah, I'm not helping them. I'm like, I already have an agency in Spain. So.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning here. It's brutal.
It's 3 here. And it's storming. So if I lose you guys, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's in South Africa and it storms just like it does over here in the Philippines. So if y'all, lose them, but everything is being recorded. So if, regardless, we'll have it up on the back end once we're done. I'm trying to have Jason and a couple other people come in. I have another person I want to come in that deals specifically with rank and rent to help y'all as far as leads and stuff like that. So, believe it or not, I heard George speak the other day, and George would blow your socks off. So, think about having Graham come in here. Let's see. All right, let me go ahead. I will keep an eye on it, but you got it. I'm gonna let you share screen and all that, and go ahead and keep going. All right, you're good to go, Jason.
Okay, cool. What's up, guys? 1 or 2 new faces here. Kevin's in here. Hey, Kev. Just closing up. How you
doing, well, man?
And if y'all have any, if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat, and I'll, it may be, if it's lead generation or rank and rent specific, he'll get to them.
Cool. All right. It's okay. So let me share my screen here. You guys see my screen?
Yep.
Cool. So guys, just to recap from last week, basically, and we're going to be going into finer detail. I don't know if anyone actually implemented some of the tactics I spoke about. So yeah, my name is Jason. Do all things rank and rent, etc., etc. And today we're going to be talking about probably the biggest issue when it comes to rank and rent, which is not ranking the websites always, but actually selling the leads, right? Getting your foot in the door with these business owners, absolutely capitalizing on a deal. Because I am a firm believer that if the deal is good enough, you'll fucking find a way to rank that website, or you'll find a way to get the guy leads, right? So, yeah, just basically from last week, this is the rank and rent freedom calculator, something I put together for my students doing this rank and rent mastery with myself. And I basically talk about how people have these massive dreams, right? And they want 1,000 sites, 100 sites, etc., etc. And I kind of want to pull back to that. You need to be able to first of all, or aim to go pay for one aspect of your life first, and then build it out from there, right? And in the same breath, also dominate certain niches. Now, obviously, there's certain niches that like merge into each other, right? As well. So like we have roofing. Very popular. It's like the bread and butter rank and rent guys. But what about painting? So you can eventually start to develop an infrastructure where your rank and rents are merging with similar businesses that offer services or will be associated with businesses that know of business owners also looking for leads. So for instance, roofing, roof painting, concreting, plastering, very similar niches, but business owners will know other people within those niches that are willing to buy leads. So basically all about leveraging your network and how powerful that becomes once you niche down, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, lifestyle figure, which basically calculates out what it is you want to be earning from your rank and rent, and then breaks it down into how much outreach you have to be doing, right? How much outreach you have to be doing in order to be hitting these goals. So how many months till you hit the goal? We'd have to add 3 to 6 months to rank the website to that. But this new shit that's coming out, William could comment on it as well. I don't know if they're going to be dropping it soon. We've been looking at with the news networks with Holly and some other secret source. We're getting things ranking in about 4 minutes, first page, generating leads relatively quickly. Cool. So how many clients you got? Total clients signed. How many clients are you signing on your retainer amounts? Weekly meeting sets. How many meetings a week are you setting? How many calls are you doing per a week? And how many calls are you doing per day? Now, this is obviously all calculated based on your close rate, et cetera, which you input into the sheet as well. Then we come down here to the rank and rent value ladder. Now, obviously, the ideal situation is always to get the profit split in the business. Now, that's not always possible, especially if you're relatively new to a niche. You don't have a network to leverage, namely. So we usually start lower with the average pay per lead, a low level retainer, medium level retainer, mid ticket to high level retainer. We work the way up. So this whole sheet will basically calculate how much you need to be selling per day, or per month, per lead, your low level, your middle level, and then your profit splits in order to hit your goals. That's another one of the bigger issues I've seen in the ranking rank. Guys come in, deer in the headlights, don't really have goals, et cetera, with regards to that. Yeah. Now we also have our lead sheet. Now I go in extensively into how to fill this up. Last session, let me just grab this up here quick. We did the hey guys outreach method, which was basically going into groups. Did anyone actually go and do that? Can I get a 1 in chat if anyone went and did that? We went into the groups and we dropped our methods. No one. Well, no one here at least. Okay, cool. So recap, basically, you obviously there's multiple ways of filling up your lead sheet, right? When outreaching to business owners, this I have found to be the most successful. And it is basically going into community groups, right? So we go into Facebook, and we just join community groups in it. So here, as I've said before, in South Africa, we have a group called I Know a Guy, right? And it is basically a massive community group where people ask, I am looking for a service provider, et cetera. Now, we reverse engineer this in order to get the leads, different leads coming to us. Because let's face it, a lot of people, a lot of the bigger guys are going to be listed on Google. That's easy to get. We can scrape them. We can click on Google Ads. We can get their data like that. We can try build relationships like that. But remember, those guys are being pitched a lot. Those guys are being pitched a lot because they are on Google. They're on the GMBs. There's probably other lead gen guys hitting them up. Okay. So how do we go about actually finding people that are maybe not as active online, but they're still damn good at their craft? So from my experience, some of the best partners I've had been found similar ways to this. There are guys, let's say contractors, for instance, anyone in the home niche, not very tech savvy online, et cetera, but you can find some golden partners this way, right? So going to groups like this, community groups, I Love Texas, whole bunch of other community groups. Your job is to go and find them and filter them by location and service. I mean, there's even like I Love Roofing or pest control websites, and make a massive list of all of them, and then go in and start seeing what posts you can get pushed through or approved. So yeah, so this would be the script. Hey guys, currently assisting a niche company in this location. We just ran a marketing campaign for. The response is overwhelming to the point where the current company can't keep up with the extra work. We are looking to offload the excess work to other contractors in the area. Do you know of anyone with a good standard of work? Now you'll see immediately that type of post is going to get guys flooding into your inbox or being tagged that are hungry for the work. And then obviously the vetting process begins, and that, leading off that. I found a really good way to vet guys is to give them 1 or 2 for free or for very low cost, and try to get feedback from the people that they went and served, right? You obviously don't want to be signing a deal or getting into a relationship with someone necessarily where the quality of work is really just shit, and it comes back onto your GMB that you've worked your ass off to get, right? Next one, looking for a reputable niche company in and around location to pass off some extra work to, as our books are full. Any recommendations would be greatly appreciated. So it was about a week ago, I did a run on this, and I got 3 people coming into my inbox wanting SEO and Google Ads or lead generation from my company. And it was about 7 to 10 people that I actually filtered through that would have been good prospects to buy the leads from me. I also did have a whole bunch of other people refusing to buy leads, which is obviously normal. Okay. And then, yeah, these are the scripts, basically how to edit that. Very, very valuable when building out your lead sheet. That's one of the ways, better ways I found to be doing that. All right. And then we have the follow-ups. So this obviously gets engineered better as you get better at your niche. Different niches are different. And that's why I highly recommend niching down and then sub-niching down further if you want to carry on having more rank and rents. It'll make your life much more easier. You'll become an authority figure in the space. And yeah, you literally, I always say to my students, you want to be the guy that all the contractors or whoever, the roofers or the plumbers, are having a drink at the bar, and they're all talking about you and how you are literally the lifeblood of their business in that particular niche area, etc., or your company is. So follow up. So after we've gone and we've got the rough stuff, we start doing follow-ups online. Now that's obviously just vetting the guys, talking to them, and then really dissecting what it is you want from the relationship. We've got Facebook, Instagram, ads, email, like really cutting into what it is these guys are doing online, if anything, how you can help them, and what price points you can start like soon determining what price points to go in at these guys with, right? Cool. Then we have website proposals, etc. Outreach performance. So you guys are beginning to get the gist of it, right? There's extreme accountability in outreach. If you are doing a minimum of, if you are talking to like a minimum of 10 business owners a day, different business owners in the same niche or sub niches, etc., you're going to find patterns really soon. Now, one of the biggest things I teach is that this basically needs to be done before you go out and build a rank and rent, right? There are way too many stories of people that have spent 6 months, a year even, building out these massive rank and rent sites, time, money, etc., and then they get the horse to the forefront, and there's no trophy to be won. All the businesses are full. They don't really care about working with lead gen companies, etc. And I've seen that happen too much. anyone that is worth their salt in lead gen, rank, and rent will tell you you need to establish the demand before you put in the work to go build the stuff. And that's where this comes in. This is extreme accountability, right? So depending how hard you want to go in your research process, how many cold calls are you doing a day, which all aligns back to your target figure, how many people are you outreaching to a day, et cetera, et cetera. So we're basically aligning your financial goals with how much outreach you're doing. Because let's face it, guys, business is basically about getting money in. How do you get money in with rank and rent? Well, it's the rent. So we want to obviously build something in a great town that will be rented out, right? So yeah, that's outreach performance. We have extreme accountability here. We even have accountability targets, lifestyle targets, pulls down all through here. You have your target figure, and then it breaks down basically how to hit this target figure based on your perceived close rates, or yeah. So if you have a close rate of 10%, booking 10 calls, you're doing this, this, and this. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of the business owners we've worked with also understand that. So one of the things I get asked a lot, right, is, okay, how do you tell these business owners that you're going to be selling them leads if you haven't even built the site out yet? One of the things I've done, you guys don't have to do this based on morals, ethics, whatever. I've said that we've currently had another company that had this with us, and we are ending the contract in 3 to 4 months, and we are looking for a new partner for this gig. And we've had a lot of interest, etc., and guys start biting, especially when they hear other people are fighting for this, and you've done this for someone else before. But yeah, that's one of the tactics I did eventually deploy. But usually if you're open and honest with them as well, they understand. And then, sorry, rank and rent revenue tracker as well. So a lot of guys also don't keep track of their rank and rents. They kind of have a vague idea of, okay, hosting, this, that. Now, I'm sure everyone here has over 10 rank and rents or lead gen sites, right? Doing this, it's when you're doing it at scale, like everyone here is, it gets tricky. It gets very tricky. And that's where you need to manage your processes like crazy. And that's exactly what we do here. So you have everything here: reoccurring expenses, single expenses, all pulls down into total sales, total collected, et cetera, how much are you guys closing, cost per transaction per lead, everything that is needed, right? Cool. So I also kind of wanted to jump into today with regards to filling up the lead sheet, because I think that's one of the biggest things guys are battling with. And that is using my scripts that I've given you for something probably a lot of people haven't thought about. Okay. So I think I'm going to do the LinkedIn today. Something a lot of people really sleep on is LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups, right? So I've made a few LinkedIn groups here, but there are a lot of groups. So contractors, or let's just say Texas. Let's see if we can get everything. So now you want to obviously go into LinkedIn and start also salvaging for groups. Look here, Texas young professionals. Now, if you guys listen to the previous talk I did, I said, I think it was, I can't remember her name. I think it was Jennifer. She was struggling. No one wanted to buy the leads, right? She built out this massive website. All this website is ranking #1, is getting calls. No one wants to buy the lead. So I said to her, you need to go and approach a young person. You're in this situation now. So you can do two things: sell the website or make it work, right? So you can sell it. I promise someone else will make it work. One of the ways to make it work would be to go and approach young budding people that have just got out of trade school in your chosen niche. Sorry, I'm just letting someone in. I just saw this now. One of the ways to make it work would be to approach young budding tradesmen in the niche, right? And then it would be to approach them with a deal. Be like, hey, listen, how much are you going to be earning by working for a contractor per month? X. All right. What happens if I gave you the opportunity and let's run it for a month or two? Here are the leads. Here's the accountant. Here's everything set up in the back end. All you have to do is do the work. I will take care of everything else, but then there's a profit split. It's a long shot, but it's also, you're at least trying to make it work. And who knows? You never know, if you just hit the right guy with the right entrepreneurial spirit, that you can grow a massive, massive company off the back of this. As I've always said, this rank and rent ideal has been sold to a lot of people on like a quick rich scheme, right? And it's not like that. This is business. This is building a business. If you can approach these tradesmen or other niches and things like that with qualified leads and infrastructure for a business, and take the headache of them starting up a business for an equity stake, you're on your way to the races. Cool. So basically, we're going to be exploiting LinkedIn. So you're going to these groups here. So Texas Young Professionals, this community of young professionals, executive entrepreneurs ranging from millennials to Generation X. Now, what's cool is about LinkedIn, it's a whole nother demographic, right? It's not like demographic. Basically, there's a different approach. Everyone's prim and proper, and you're probably going to find a whole bunch of different people being recommended to you when you do similar posts like the scripts I've given you, right? So this is a killer one, young professionals. Exactly. If you've got a rank and rent that's up and running and you're now looking to do what I suggested, great group for the area. And I've never done the search. Like, I just thought Texas. I always get Texas in my brain. Texas X's, the official LinkedIn group, University of Texas. Okay, university. So tech group, interest in tech, trades. Let's see here. Tradesmen, master built properties, flooring, to member local sites, only 4 members, wood flooring installers. So there's 18 people in there, very easy to get their attention. So I think you guys are also getting the gist here. It's basically hunting down and making lists in order to fill up our lead sheet here, right? And LinkedIn is a way to do it. Another way to do it is to, I don't know if you guys have a GMB scraper as well, would be to go in and find trade school. I'm on my IP at the moment, so it'll pick up here. School of Advertising, Locksmiths. Go in and find, use your GMB scraper to find here, the School of Advanced Locksmithing, whatever your niche is. Schools, right? Schools mean fresh graduates, which mean hungry people, which means the chance to land a good partnership or deal. Or not 9 times out of 10, sometimes the guys that are coming out of there are being snapped up by bigger companies, which would be your foot in the door if you have opened conversations with them, right? Yeah, so like here, let's say School of Advanced Locksmithing. Let's go and look at them. Learn more, book now. Go in and almost start stalking the lecturers or stalking the trainers. If there are trainers, we want to know who they are. We want to be adding them. We want to be talking to them. I don't think people realize the power of actually engaging or trying to find out. Like here, if I was looking for a locksmith right now to partner up with or get leads, I would literally phone the varsity, find out who the trainers are, and then try get in contact with them outside of that university call and just approach them and say, hey, listen, I am looking to hire some of these guys. Can you help? And I've even had it where the lecturers, right, or the trainers or whatever, some of them only went into training because they lost their job or their company or position. And then it opened the door up to like a lot more. Remember, people that are teaching or training certain areas, like contractors, I'm just using contractors because that's like one of my specialties, basically. Contractors, is that people that are training them have the massive networks in them. They can snap their fingers and they've trained so many people that are now in companies that those guys can open doors for you, right? Yeah, so I'd basically go in, learn to trade. I need some niches. Yeah, basically finding out where these guys are trained or your niches are trained, and then approaching the lecturers and opening up a conversation with them. Let's see here, technical college. I'm not sure what you guys call it in America. I haven't done these searches really in South Africa. As I said, I'm not on my IP, but I think everyone's getting the gist of it. Contact us. I'd contact us here. I'd even blast out emails with particular scripts and stuff like that. So guys, just to clarify, we now have Facebook. We've scraped, we've hacked essentially to fill up our lead list with the community groups, etc., etc. We are now also trying to hack LinkedIn and get the attention of people like, look here, tile installers. This group is set up for Texas based flooring company to find tile installers throughout the US who would be willing to work for a flooring network. Please join and tell us what state you're in. So this could have been set up, let's say, by anyone, right? Someone's done the work for you here. This group is set up for Texas best flooring company to find tile installers. What are we looking for as lead gen people? We're looking for contractors to execute on the leads we get. That's exactly what it's done for you. It's sitting on LinkedIn, a professional platform where people aren't really going to screw you around because there's this perceived connotation about LinkedIn that you must be professional. And it's a professional networking platform, right? Carpet installers here as well. I've never done the search for Texas. I'm pretty sure it's up here as well. This group is set up for Texas based flooring company to find carpet installers. Bam. So you are literally tapping into a way that this company recruits. You are tapping into it to find people to buy your leads, independent contractors, or even that company may be willing to buy the leads. So yeah, this is just how you do some of the prospecting. Texas based flooring company. So that would obviously be the name. So let's go do some research into that. Texas based flooring company, is this them? Yeah, same logo. So we go here, same. Am I right? Wait, yeah, same. Okay, we are a licensed flooring installation company, certified floorer. And now I just start investigating. So someone like this that has gone and set up a whole bunch of flooring, they're getting a lot of work in. They probably would be interested in buying leads. And we start investigating. Now, who is this guy? Who's the CEO? How can we start talking to the big dogs if we wanted to sell to them? And here as well, start getting ideas of niches. etc., etc., and repeating the process all over. Texas best flooring companies. So let's try to see if we can find the CEO. Is this him? Texas? No, that's a company. Yeah, owner. So it's obviously outside my network. I usually have premium. I haven't been using this. I haven't been using LinkedIn much lately, to be honest. So that would be the owner. LinkedIn member is out of my thing. So yeah, now there's the owner, CEO, whatever, straight up. I would honestly, if this was a case study showing you guys how to do it, I would go, I'd add the owner on Facebook as well. And just reach out with a friendly message. See if he replies about the group, about these groups, saying, hey, I noticed these groups. That's an awesome marketing idea. And just start building some rapport with them and then asking about the leads and stuff. And obviously, if your profile is optimized in a certain way, similar to mine is, it's about lead generation, et cetera, it will spark interest with the guy if they are looking for leads, right? That's usually what happens. When your profile is also optimized, you can say anything to these guys and they'll always come check you out. And if your profile strikes a chord with them, you've got your foot in the door. Yeah, guys, so that's really all I have for you today. As I said, this is like LinkedIn and contacting trade schools, et cetera, and launching those conversations is where it's at. In my course, I haven't even taught my students this yet, but they'll be getting their scripts to go with this because there's a certain way to reach out to people on LinkedIn as well, just for the prospecting thing. At the end of the day, it's all about getting them on into our outreach performance in the close category, and namely, where is it? Follow-ups, website proposals, and closing the deals. So yeah, this just forms part of filling up the lead sheet. Nice hacks to fill this bad boy up in the chosen niche, and then start going hard at it. I know everyone here probably, as I said, hey, just letting someone in. Graham. Hey, buddy. Don't know if he's there. Yeah, filling up the lead sheet. That's where you guys are going to be making a lot of your money. And I know a lot of people here have obviously more than 10 rank and rents, et cetera. And my honest advice to you would be that if it is not making you money, or you've kind of like built up this thing and it is just sitting there and yeah, it's generating leads, but you don't know what to do with it, you need to learn to make it work by using these outreach methods, or you can sell it. I'm currently in talks with William about building a rank and rent marketplace because this is a very common problem. And yeah, the guys I teach, we call ourselves the Lead Generation Nation. I would love to have a community of guys that are just, hey, Graham's got a website that I can get a tenant for. Boom, switch, trade, buy. Then the game, when we have a network like that of people being able to switch or trade or buy rank and rents from each other, the game more becomes about, and this is the way it should be, who can land the contracts, who can outreach the business owners, who can get that. It's a rank and rent networking community, essentially. Yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I mean, this morning, it is 3:50 a.m. here. Yeah, luckily the storm didn't take out the power here. It's a common thing here in South Africa. If you guys have any questions, please, yeah, let me know in the chat and then I'll answer them. If there's no questions, I'm going to go on and get off here. Yeah, if you guys want to email me as well, here's Graham. Again, asking to join. Hey, Graham. Thanks, Jason. Some good tips there. Yeah, thanks, Kev. Hey, Graham, how's it going?
Hey, brother, what's going on?
I was just showing everyone how, I haven't even shown you this yet, how we go into Facebook. Well, yeah, I've shown you Facebook, but LinkedIn, and you find these guys that are using recruitment groups, right? Groups on LinkedIn to recruit contractors, and how you get into those, and those just guys hungry for leads, because those are guys that are looking for jobs, etc. And if someone's in between jobs, you can reach out for a partnership with them.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, we're about to wrap up, guys. If you have any questions, yeah, let me know now. Forever hold your rank and rant piece.
Are you going to have a copy of this, brother?
Yeah, well, I can quickly run through it again just to recap. I think we still have 10 minutes if you want. Yeah, cool. So great. Basically, hacking LinkedIn. So we're in the form now of filling up our lead sheet, right? Filling it up. And we want this thing as full as possible. We do this before we obviously go out and try build the websites. Now, I was also talking about, because I'm in talks with William now about building a rank and rent marketplace, right? So if you've got that rank and rent that I'm like, mate, I've got the contract for, well, let's hit a deal. Let me buy it from you. Let's hit a deal. Now we have a strong ass community of guys. And it just becomes about outreach, which should be the game, you know? Yeah. So going to LinkedIn, and I never did this before this live, I promise. I typed in, what did I type in? Texas tradesman. I think that's what I typed in. Tradesman. Under groups, Texas, I think I typed in Texas flooring as well, and basically just go through the process. And here, this is what I found. I found that this one company here had opened up all these LinkedIn groups. So flooring in Dallas, Texas. This is a site which is local, which allows all those interested in connecting with a flooring company in Texas for installation materials purchases. Flooring installers. This is a group formed so flooring installers can trade information and help each other nationwide. Gold. It's only 18 members, but I mean, it's very niche. It's in Texas. These are guys flooring. There's 18 of them. It's easy to get their attention. Same here with carpet installers. Find carpet installers throughout the US. So basically go into these groups and start hitting them and reaching out to them, right? Yeah, and also have your profile optimized in order to start getting those sweet ass leads coming in. And then, yeah, also just went into also finding the tradesmen, like trade schools in the area, and then outreaching to the teachers or trying to find out who the coaches or trainers are, because those guys have the biggest networks in my experience. If you're teaching someone something in the trade, chances are you suck at it, but you know a lot of people that are good at it, right? Or you're really good at it yourself. You're in between jobs and you've just landed this roofing training gig for a while, or you et cetera. Those guys can open up a lot of doors. Yeah, so that's it in a 5-minute recap. Yeah,
I wonder how you go, mate, if you use some scraping tools. Like I got some LinkedIn scraping tools.
I've actually got someone coming in tomorrow. He's coming in with me tomorrow. Well, not scraping, more just outreach, but I think that he can actually target groups specifically. So for those of you that maybe don't know what I'm talking about, this is software that literally adds friends on LinkedIn and slides into the DMs, and it's directly connected to the LinkedIn API. Yeah, good old Drew. He's coming in, and we're going to be talking about this stuff.
That's going to be one not to miss, man.
Yeah.
Always
But
digging up the
guys-
diamonds, Jace. Hey, the boy from South Africa, straight out of the jungles.
It's the bushveld here, bro. There's no jungles here. And then, another thing I'm also sharing, with the lead gen nation and that, I'll probably talk about it as well. News networks, because I think the deal everyone here has with Will is that you are responsible for ranking the websites to a large extent, or he does the basic SEO as far as I know, but like stuff like press releases, news network releases, off page, that all has to be done by the partners, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure on the deal. Is that true?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, mate.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's literally site works out to $83, so there's a bit
That's
of give and take.
ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. But yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go on and get off here. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, have any questions. And if you have any crazy cool outreach or success from what I've shown you or reaching out, please, let me know. Would love to chat, outreach, rank and rents. And I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, bye.